just a quick little video for the homework tonight. Page 107, question 7. Okay, so this car horn symbol here. So there's two ellipses in the top and the bottom, making this big shape. And then there's also a little ellipse inside here as well. Below. Okay, so we're going to be doing 3 ellipses basically to get this question done. Okay, I'm going to start with the 2 ellipses here, these bigger ellipses, and I'm going to work from that. So my major axis is 150. My minor axis here then, the radius of it is 45. So I'm going to start up here. So I'm going to line along the page and get my major axis, which is 150. So 150, half of that is 75. Okay, 75. So this is going to be the circle for my major axis. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do half a circle. Now, if you want, you can do the full circle, no problem. But it's going to get very congested and messy if I do full circle here, full circle down there, and full circle for the other ellipse then as well. So just because this ellipse is this bottom portion of the ellipse, I'm going to do half a circle, okay? So I'll draw in the circle in full, but I'm only going to like bisect half a circle. I'm going to bring my line to half a circle. So basically I'm just going to get this part of the ellipse here. Okay? So that's my major axis, my major circle drawn. My minor circle, my minor axis, minor circle. It's 45. So I don't need to have that now because that's given as a radius in the book. 45. So that's my minor axis running up and down this way. My major axis running across this way. Okay? Now, next thing is to divide it 60-30. As I said, I'm just going to divide the bottom portion here. Okay? I don't want to be bringing all the extra work on myself to plot all these points up here when I don't need them. So, bisecting the bottom section. Okay? My ellipse is going to touch there, this point up here, and this point at the back there. Okay? So that's where my ellipse is touching. So we're going back over here now to my bit of writing. From the major circle, go parallel to the minor axis. So this is my major circle, my minor axis. So from the major circle, parallel with that minor axis. From the minor circle, go parallel to the major axis. From my major circle, parallel to minor axis. From my minor circle, parallel to my major axis. From the major circle, go parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle, parallel to the major axis. From the major circle, parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle, parallel to the major axis. So that's after giving me all my points there now that I could plot in and draw in the ellipse, okay? I'm going to draw in this ellipse nice and lightly first, right? Because I know that the horn isn't like this full ellipse, it's just a small little portion of the ellipse. So I'm going to draw this in nice and lightly first. And we'll just leave it like that. Okay? Now I'm going to worry about the ellipse down the bottom. So it is 5 and 5 from the center there, right? So from this center line here, so from this line continue down. From the bottom of my ellipse there, there's a distance of 5 millimeters for the center of the horn. We'll go 5 millimeters for the center of the horn. So this line here now is the center of the horn. And we're going another 5 millimeters to get the bottom of that ellipse again, to get where the second ellipse touches. Okay? I'm then going to have to go straight down from this point, from here, 45 millimeters. Yeah? So go down, go 45 millimeters. And that now is after giving me the circle, or the center of the circle, for my next set of circles, right? So I'm going to draw in my minor circle first. That's my minor circle. I'm now going to draw in my major circle. So it doesn't matter that these are overlapping, right? You just have to be careful now with our divisions and stuff like that. Divide the top section this time, 60-30. Now, from the major circle parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle parallel to the major axis. From the major circle parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle parallel to the major axis. From the major circle parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle parallel to the major axis. From the major circle parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle parallel to the major axis. Yeah. So once again, now I'm going to very lightly freehand this in. Gives me that. What I'm going to do now, right, I'm going to get the actual shape here of this ellipse, right? So of the body, the proportion. So it's 40 millimeters. So it's 20 each side of this. That's my 40 there. Okay, that's my 40 there. And it is, that's my 40. There's a distance of 100 between these, which there is. So how far does it stick out there? So it sticks out 5 past 2 of these, so it sticks out 5 there. Bring this straight down. I'm going to darken in the small bit now, so it sticks out 5 past 2 of the ellipses there. Go straight down there. There's a distance of 40 in here, so you can see where my 40 is marked. I have 20 above this line, 20 below this line. All I'm going to do is bring this straight across until it hits the ellipse. Then I'm going to go straight up. That's how far I know it goes in the ellipse. Okay? So that's it there. Then I can freehand in my top curve. Freehand in my curve here. Okay, so that's my ellipse part on there. And now all I have to do is this ellipse here for the actual horn part. So in the book there you can see it's 100 long and it is, let's title that, it's 40 altogether. So it's down this center line. So first of all I'm going to be setting a radius 20 to draw the minor circle. So it touches there, so let's put it down to there. Oh. Compass slipped. So we go back in there now. So that's my minor circle, and my major circle is 50. So this is my major circle here then. So there's a lot going on in this question now, look with all your circles and everything. This is where you need to be light with your pencil now. I know I'm kind of dark, but that's just all come out free in the video. So your major and minor axis is drawn in. What do we do next? We divide it 60-30. So from the major circle, you go parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle, go parallel to the major axis. From the major circle, parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle, parallel to the major axis. From the major circle, parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle, parallel to the major axis. From the major circle, parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle, parallel to the major axis. From the major circle parallel to the minor axis, from the minor circle parallel to the major axis. From the major circle parallel to the minor axis, from the minor circle parallel to the major axis. From the major circle parallel to the minor axis, from the minor circle parallel to the major axis. And one more now to do. From the major circle parallel to the minor axis, from the minor circle parallel to the major axis. We then just go around and link up. And that is the question fully completed there. So Don't worry if we fully don't get it. Just try your best with it. The difficulty level isn't that high. It's the first kind of drawing we face now where there's stuff interlapping and it just gets a small bit hectic going on in the middle. Just take your time with it. Use a nice light pencil and plot all those points.